Hello everyone, I'm the Spectre, and if you wonder what is going on, I did not die. No, I was merely busy. It's granted quite hard to kill something already dead. But what I am going to do is because I've been gone for so long, and Epic does such a nice thing of dealing the Jesus fucking hell. I am suddenly realizing that none of my changes saved, did they? No, they did not. Let's turn that down to medium for the sake of the game running properly. But where was I? Right. Yes. I was in describing what has been going on. For you see, I am not dead. I am in fact quite alive. Metaphorically speaking, of course. And what is going to happen is I am going to start trying to make a few more videos now. Apologies, I'm having to focus. For to log in, it opens another window where I must sign in. And just to be a little dick to Epic, I'm signing in through Steam on Epic, because that is how things work nowadays. Where is my mobile app? Yes, I approve the sign-in request that was done by me! But yes, so we're going to be playing a MOBA, which is typically not my sort of a game, except for the fact that it is, because MOBAs are games for people that hate themselves. For everyone that plays a MOBA will tell you, MOBAs suck! But specifically I'm playing Predecessor today. And the reason that I'm playing Predecessor is because it's in early access, and a while ago I used some models from it in a game thing, prototype thingamabob. And they
peace and quiet.
So let us see how Predecessor works. So welcome to Predecessor, a 5v5 team-based battle arena. Walk to the jump pad to start your journey. Because it does not matter in what game you are. If it has something sci-fi, there's a jump pad. I swear they implement that right after movement controls. Probably before jump, actually. Speaking of before jump, press space to jump, and left click to basic attack. My basics are on cooldown. That's actually shown. Interessante.
Minions are spawning.
I want to use my other abilities already. These are minions. They move on a set path to destroy structures. Because this is a MOBA. So hold up. Control to upgrade abilities. Level up Cosmic Rift on Control Q. That is a Q. Hit a minion with Cosmic Rift and kill a minion. Okay, good. What does Cosmic Rift actually do? It just deals magic or shock damage. It depends on how the game's doing this. By ripping a meteor down from the sky, a cost of 80, assumedly, of whatever that resource is, and a cooldown of 13 seconds, if I am reading this correctly. We do have that kind of a targeting system. Level up. You've gained a skill point to unlock an proven ability. One way to earn XP is when enemy minions die near you. Millions. I mean, hopefully enemy millions. That'd be fun. And they want us to unlock Void Breach, which launches forward a comet, dealing 200 of that. That's an amount of the magic shock. Slows the target by 35% for a second, and it explodes on hitting a hero or Terran. I don't quite know who Terran is, but I mean, they must be quite the fellow if they're put alongside heroes. This is an enemy tower. They defend against allied minions, stopping them from reaching the base. For we are in a morally grey situation, where both sides are trying to attack and destroy each other. For what reason, we do not know. Enemy towers will attack you when there are no allied minions in radius. Yes, I would like to run, please. I did not mean to. Ow, fuck! Press 4 to blink. This ability has a very long cooldown. So I'm assuming this is our relic system of some... Okay! I did not expect that long. I'm sorry. What? I hope that's the sort of thing. For those of you who don't know, in a lot of MOBAs, there's relics that you can buy as actives that have like a minute and a half, 2-minute cooldown timer. That is 300 seconds. That's 5 fucking minutes. Anywho, press 1 to activate your health potion. Yes, thank you. I need that. Where's my health? Okay, there's the health potion. Last hit the minions. What is that? Is that my attack? Wait, I'm trying to figure out what that is. I couldn't see what that is. I couldn't actually tell what that was. Shit. Press B to teleport back to where you started. A very common MOBA thing. We must go back to the base with this modern-looking mess. Nice portal. This is your base. It will fully restore your health and mana. Autobuy has bought items for you using your gold. For those of you who are kind of mad at me, I'm going to start with all the autos on. I might, if I continue this game, I'm going to turn the auto buy off. I might not turn auto skill off. We'll see. But to any of you MOBA fans who'd be mad at that, I'm sorry. Walk back to the center of the map using the jump pad. Woo! Your hero has a movement ability that is activated using E, which requires that I buy E, which is... What is E? Leap through a portal in space-time. It remains open 5 seconds. Any hero can jump through the portal. Enemies are slowed. So this is, for those who have played Smite, Yamoja portal, I assume? Combined with Janus, actually. Ultimate abilities are extremely powerful and unlocked at level 6. We're going to unlock a black hole. Unleash a black hole beneath you. Slowly pulls nearby enemies towards its center and deals tons of damage. So it has... Killing enemy heroes is important to get the advantage. Try using your ultimate ability to kill Gadget. I horribly mistargeted that. Don't worry, I know I did. I'm having. I'm not used to this control scheme at the moment, so forgive me for my failures. Also, this is not that good of an AI, but you could imagine it wouldn't be. It is just the tutorial after all. Now that Gadget is done, Gadget is gone, you can freely take down the tower and move towards the enemy base. Yes, because we have an absolute swarm of people. Oh yes. Coordinate as a team to take down objectives like towers quicker. Working with your teammates is the key to victory. Ah, mistargeted that. The goal of the game is to destroy the enemy core. Destroy the next turret to push towards the core and win the game. As is common in this. Damaging an enemy hero while under a tower will cause it to attack you. We must destroy the inhibitor! Must be destroyed. Super minions have spawned because the inhibitor is destroyed. These powerful units help destroy the enemy core. It's a very common thing. Still, I'm gonna have to do more testing. I can't quite get this out of the description. I cannot quite tell exactly how the black hole works. I would have thought it would be thrown, but it does not appear to be so. It is quite the conundrum for me. I'm having trouble reconciling it. Anywho, back to the enemy core. Also, for those wondering, I'm used to attacking here. It looks like I actually should attack up. But so that was somewhat fun. It's standard MOBA fare. MOBAs really set themselves apart. Set themselves apart with how exactly they do their heroes or gods or whatever kind of playable characters they have. So we shall see. Congratulations on the completing tutorial. We suggest playing a match against AI before diving into PvP. I will, but first I'm just going to do a little bit of... We have selected Crunch as your new hero to unlock. Would you like to select a new hero to unlock? Yes, please. If I have choice over who I unlock, you better bet I'm going to take that. Okay. So they... I'm assuming by the way these are laid out that these are the ones that you start with unlocked and these are the ones you have to unlock yourself. Now, let us think about who we should unlock. We have... Well, let us see. Let us see if we have any big... I think it's 2 per roll. Oh, no, there's 3 in that roll. 4 in this roll. 2 in this roll.
I'll see you all at the enemy's
Oh, there's some of these that are multi-roll.
party, comrade.
Yes, there are.
Let's do it all again.
Time for action.
Option is to charge
So,
first.
if they are multiple, we have Countess and Gideon. And judging by the way they did that, these are your
peace and
mythic
quiet.
rings.
Lord Greystone is eternal. Aren't you jealous?
Of course, I could go over this and look
This
at
isn't the
kits and
first
stuff and look up which one is the best.
They're barely worth the bounty.
So, let me also quickly just, items profile, watch, for replays, of course. Items. What do you mean items cost and free? I'm assuming that free means that basically starter items. But can I get a definition of what these roles are? Because MOBAs do some of their roles differently. For instance, Smite has a duo lane, a mid lane, a solo lane, and a jungler. But if I recall correctly, in League, you only have top lane, bot lane, and bottom lane, and then 2 junglers, or something akin to that closer.
Time for action.
Which heavily changes how you play the game. But, anywho, getting back to this, it does appear that this area, what I would say from Smite is the hunters or the carries, does have 2 people that just off of theme alone I might like. For we have Wraith, who appears to be going with the mechanical Wraith archetype, and we have Remnant, who appears to be going with the undead gunslinger archetype. Also, let me very quickly, I'm gonna turn on the overall sound. I'll work on it a bit more later, but I have to turn down the overall sound because I'm worried you might not be hearing me completely clearly.
I've seen freelance
But,
brats tougher than that.
you see, here is the thing. Here is the sticky wicket of it, if you will, or whatever thing you want to use. By name alone, I am very tempted for Wraith or Revenant.
This is my
By
battle.
theming, I do believe I'm tempted by the great Svarg, or the Fae.
We are the Amaranth. We are the Fool.
However, considering I usually play support, I do believe I'm more close to like Faes or something. However, we must always remember, theme above all.
They're barely worth the bounty.
And while Wraith in name is a bit closer to me, I do believe this is a bit closer with the style that I want to go with. So, we shall activate Revenant and begin to play games to earn XP and unlock them. Of course, we have our monetization scheme, even in early access, because of course. Oh, what is button on that? At least they tell you in the shop. Some of the games don't give you that courtesy. Now, we're going to do player versus AI, which is, you know, versus AI. It is in beta testing, but hopefully we shall understand. A match has been found against AI. Lovely. Waiting for players. Okay, here they explain them. The off lane. So do you enjoy isolated 1v1 combat? Prefer durable or hard to catch heroes? Engaging or split pushing for your team? So this is your solo lane. Jungle, mid lane, carry, support, or fill. Comfortable in any role. A jack of all trades will find the pick for you. I am going to pick... I'm gonna pick support for the beginning. Now, support for the beginning. I do believe these are supports. And I believe I had Steel, Brass, and Decker. So mobility 5 on that one. Mobility 6 on this one. Interessante. Basic attack ability power. You know what? I will pick the first one.
Time for action.
I will pick the first one because it is the first one, and for no other reason. For I...
Battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So for reference, I'm kind of mad at this game, because in AI, one of the things that I prefer, at least when being introduced to a game, especially with one that they do with AI, is being given time to read everything.
Fresh dreams and take samples.
Crests are legendary items with game-changing effects. I'm going to go with the Guardian, because that's the base one, which increases health regen. Your next base attack and damaging ability against an enemy target restores your health, and grant 20 gold. Charges regenerate every 30 seconds and require nearby ally hero activated. Evolves into warning cards. Pacifist. Receive diminishing gold from excessive minion kills. Okay. Quest. Deal damage when near allies to gain gold and evolve info. Okay. Holy fuck. Too much? Too much! My brain hurt. Okay, anywho. Rocket boots. Jump while airborne to boost upward. Cooldown reduced for 3 seconds on ability use. Fight out person. Send a drone emitting a beam of energy in a line, dealing damage and slowing. Deploy your circular energy voice. Prevents heroes from passing through and so wall. Send a bolt to a targeted location. These are ult, slowing enemies and stunning ones caught in the center. Ranged basic attack deals some damage and attacks a little bit quicker than a second. And launching a bouncing bomb stuns enemies hit and distance increases duration. Okay. While we are learning the game... Wait, which line am I meant to go to, actually? I just realized that. I don't know which of these is the off lane and which of these is the normal lane. Sparrow sounds like a carry type name. Hopefully I didn't actually really fuck something up. Yes, this appears to be the duo lane, where I am working together with my ally. Ah, yes. Give me a moment, I have to readjust my sitting position. There we go. Now, you see... Good, we have killed someone. Ah, good, another enemy has been fallen. Now then, with doing all of this, we shall see how things work. Also, if I did accidentally pick a off support, I apologize to all of the people who that would piss off. Why? Okay. Yes, Sparrow, can you please be a bit not in the face of the tower? I would prefer that. Okay, let us see. Is there anything that I can glean from this? Health regeneration, receive diminishing gold for excess minion kills, tunic, blah blah blah. Refillable potion. Place an invincible ward. So we do have wards in the game. Now once again, I'm going to play terribly in this opening. I meant to click my Q. I'm going to play terribly in this opening because, frankly, every MOBA does a few things differently. Usually not that big of a deal, but sometimes it comes up. And, oh, this definitely feels like I'm playing a support. And if you're wondering how I can tell that, it's because of my mana situation. If you look closely, you will notice it isn't exactly good. Also, I accidentally hit 1 when trying to hit Q again. I do like one thing this MOBA has done. Because it's put your attack on as an ability, makes it much easier to tell your attack speed at a glance for newer players. That is good. Is good, yeah. I did not mean to steal that. I just wanted to confirm that. I know it's an AI. I still feel bad about it. Now, I do believe this appears to be some sort of objective. Ah, the gold buff. Bonus gold! Unfortunately, without being the carry, I can only assume that my ability to harm it is, what would be called not good. But there we go. What spray? Oh, emote spray. That is what it was. I am unfortunately out of mana. I have done this to myself. Thank you, mana. Although I immediately wasted, of course. You know, the fact that they start you off without auto buy on skills is kind of strange to me. Most MOBAs start with auto buy on skills. Might have to turn that on just for my own sanity. But focusing exactly on which ability to upgrade is a bit of a later game, later understanding of a MOBA type thing. Not an expert, but definitely a, not a rookie thing to keep in mind. Ah, yes. Great battles. The great battle. That is still respawning. It is true, I probably should recall and buy. Nope, nope, nope. The reason why I'm saying no to recalling and buying is because, very simply put, once Sparrow comes back, I should be able to finish the Guardian Crest upgrade. And sometimes upgrade systems will just upgrade on the spot and you'll be fine, Bob's your uncle. Other times, it will require you to recall. And since I'm so close... Ah, I thought I had earned it. It's not clear that I have. I do need to return soon, however. For my ability to function has been heavily hampered by the fact that I do not have the mana to do so. Mostly because I've been spamming my abilities like shit, or I do not fully understand the timing yet. Also, it seems slow is quite common in this game, at least with the base set. considering the fact that both Sparrow and I and that other character had it. Granted, that could obviously be just selection bias. Sparrow kill, Sparrow kill! Oh, Sparrow, I must return. I do apologize. I am recalling! Ah, yes. And auto buy is still active. We killed Fangtooth! Jungle and river buffs last longer. Yes. Well, that is something that is needed. Longer lasting buff. I just wish I knew what the buffs were. I don't know if this is bad. I don't know if actually helping, because in Smite you always want to do that. Or pretty much always want to do that for one reason and one reason alone. The XP split in it is actually 120%. What do I mean by that? Well, in Smite, when you assist someone, they get 60% worth of the XP in XP, and you get 60% of the XP. So rather than the 100%, you both get total get 120, although it is spread out. Nice bit of trivia for oh gods. I did not realize that grenade bounced until now. I'm very glad that it does now that I know that, but the fact that it's just not a contact explosive does make it a bit harder to use. Yes. No, you don't. You do not push me away from my carry. I am a support. My carry is my god. Okay. Send a bot to blast target direction, slows enemies and stuns enemies. God of it. Right. Ah, I was trying to pin their carry. Unfortunately, I was unable to. Good. Now to destroy this outer tower. And as we destroy it... Ah, fuck! Well, I will say, this game does seem fun, but it seems fun as all MOBAs do when you're doing the AI. I have no idea how real players shall interact. I have no idea how others will play. I also forgot that I had that as a passive. I forgot about my ability to move and to function. Good. A circular field that enemies cannot pass through. I still have not used this. I know some people are getting quite mad at me for having not used it. For it is one of my abilities! I must be a master at using it the first time I pick it up, right? That is how things must work.
Ready? Do for it.
I keep stunning the wrong person. I stunned both of them that time, but no one was there to follow up with me. Ha! Hilarious. Next basic attack, upon granting your next basic attack or damaging ability against an enemy target restores your health and grants 20 kills. Cards are generated every 30 seconds. Grab nearby ally to activate upon base item. So I do have another charge. It does appear. I will need to understand more about this crest system. I accidentally killed someone. Naughty me. I probably shouldn't upgrade the E because I haven't used the E, but I need to figure out how to use the E. There we go. We are getting a bit better at gameplay. We're still sucking at it, but we're getting a slight bit better.
Enemy tower under siege.
I do kind of find it hilarious how typically in games like this, the AI is programmed in such a way that you have to be the first one to break through a lane. That is not the case. Yeah? In fact, here, instead of that antiquated look, the AI are absolutely destroying what I am not.
Heading back.
For I am the suck. Select a crest evolution. Let's just select leave song. Increase movement speed of yourself and nearby allies. Here affected by phantom rush are immune to slow. Increase passive gold income and receive diminishing gold from excessive minion kills. Gain soul stone and increase your ward cap from 2 to 3. As well as ability haste. That is something I have not heard of in quite some time. Anywho, I'm probably in between episodes. I probably am going to have multiple episodes on this. I haven't fully decided. I haven't decided if this sees the light of day. If this shall see the light of day, I most likely will have at least one other episode on this where I go into a real match after having read through a few more abilities and such. Also, I think I forgot to finish what I was saying before. Part of the reason this is happening is because of Epic's thing that they do where they give out free games. And particularly during Christmas, they tend to be of higher quality and value, although that is debatable. Because of that, this is up for, on the free list. So I would recommend anyone that wants to get into the early access portion of this to get it now. Although I do find a bit of a, what is word? I don't think reprehensible is the right word. I do find it a bit odd and annoying, however, that the early access of a MOBA, specifically of a MOBA, appears to be a paid-for title in and of itself. Now, I have some issues with that. Mainly my issues stemming from the fact of most MOBAs use a free-to-play model where they just sell, where they make their money off of skins and such, but the base game is free. Smite, also usually champion unlocks. Champion, gods, heroes, whatever. Those unlocks you can usually get in-game, but they will let you spend money to unlock them quicker. Now, if this was a normal early access game for, like, say, Subnautica of some kind, it's the only other early access I can think of that comes to mind. But if it's another early access game akin to Subnautica or something, I can understand it having a price tag. However, when you're in a genre that already exists in the free-to-play space, and it's early access, because if it was one or the other, just an early access for Subnautica, or just a MOBA, then maybe I could understand the price tag. But the fact that it's both early access and has a cost to it, not only is that going to be annoying, that's going to hurt their sales later. And the reason it is because right now they're limiting how many people they can have testing the thing. Because early access is mostly a testing phase. So if you have less testers testing, you won't exactly have the best of time, now will you? Fuck. Hit R. Did not meant to kill them. Underestimating my damage potential greatly. go. Again, I'm not meaning to kill these people. It is just happening. How unfortunate. Come now, friend. Murder to your heart's content. For it is not my job to murder. No, that I must leave to my friends. Speaking of leaving it to my friends, hello, hello AI. And I just walks right past. Oh, it is fun. It is very fun. Now that I've done
Ready
this,
to quarantine.
you're over here. I missed a target on a pre-programmed path of some sort. Oh my gods.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
You are stuck, my friend! That, I bet you that ability is getting nerfed in the final. Any ability that just, without fail, can stop movement like that? I don't know. I mean, even an ultimate in Smite got downgraded to the point where it's not guaranteed. It is strange circumstance. Ah, good. We've destroyed. We've broken through. We've broken through. Greatly. I am trying to figure out
to
the exact
quarantine.
uses of all of this stuff. Your AI broken, my friend, or you?
Heading back.
It'd be hilarious if that on our team there actually aren't AI. If they aren't and they're actually players, I mean, the names. Yeah, then they're AI. Unless these are really, really dedicated people. Oh, they're just in the starting queues in the AI games, yet they're still dedicated enough to, they're dedicated enough to have the names of the characters. Boom, boom. We must destroy the Fang Tooth. For the Fang Tooth is evil. I'm not sure how much I like that. That one of the objectives in a jungle is a permanent buff. And what looks like a very impactful one. Because that was a percentage increase of like 8, I think, on some of those stats. Which is something you just don't typically see. Typically, if it's a permanent buff, you see it in the like 1% per stacking. But 9. 9. Now, if we can quickly see what is going on. I do wish they explained this game mode more. Because they only explained the very, very basics. They didn't explain any of the objectives. Or what they do. Which is a big problem. Anytime you do have a game like this and you have objectives that you don't explain, that's a problem. That is another thing. That is another breaking point that players can have. Ah, mistargeted. But that's another breaking point that players can have. Every time that something is explained to them, it has to be, like, searched online. Like, I'm gonna search online later, because I think this might be somewhat fun. But, how many gamers do you think will not search this online later? and they'll stop because it's just not described to them. Nothing has really been described apart from the basic function of every single MOBA. Not what you need described, not, oh, this is what this stat does, this is what this stat does, this is what this stat does, this is what this objective does. Especially the objectives. The objectives are such a vital part of every MOBA. Is that how you break stalemates? Ah, I missed.
Ready to quarantine.
I am the superior. For you are just AI, even though I'm a programmer and I know that one day you might replace me. That's the terrifying part. If AI can ever replace a programmer, we have problems, because that means that AI can make more AI. That's when you hit the singularity. You hit the singularity when they can program themselves.
Right there.
Whatever that beeping noise is, you can shut up. Whee! I didn't pick a support, I'm guessing, at this point. This really doesn't feel like a support, although I might have just been tortured by Smite enough that any time a
Ready
support
to
can do
quarantine.
damage, it feels foreign to me. Highly foreign. Worryingly foreign. Let us see. Ability haste from above. Ah, good! I wasn't even part of the final push. That is probably much more accurate to how these games shall go. At least while early. Hell, even while late, I'm not good at Smite, despite how many years I've played in it. Let us continue, and let us go over a few last things.
Alright, let's do this.
350%. I don't like that. I do not like that one bit. Now, Hero Affinity XP, whatever. I'm not seeing what it unlocks, but whatever. The fact that your hero unlock XP, that is a new player boost of 350%. Plus 350%, meaning that is 4.5 times as much experience as you will typically get. And it filled up the bar not even a quarter of the way. That worries me. That worries me greatly. Largest killing spree 6. 6 total damage dealt. Okay. If I could have read more about the heroes. This
Time for action.
yes, okay, that's definitely an off. This is definitely that.
Time to crush.
Can I read through some of these heroes? Support, basic attack ability. Can I read their ability list? Where can I read their ability list? Ah, there it is. I also forgot to check the passive. Let us, now that we know what we know, let us look at Revenant.
They're barely worth the bounty.
Yes, they are barely worth the bounty. Shut up. Anywho, abilities, Bounty Hunter. Revenant gains 1% per 10. Revenant gains plus 1% per 10% critical strike chance. Okay, so increased physical. He gets 1% increased physical power per 10% strike chance, and his attack speed decreases reload speed, but not his fire rate. Killing a enemy hero grants more gold. Also, I do want to just say one thing that's just kind of funny to me reading this, and I guess this is just part of the the zeitgeist of how gunner characters work. But in the game that I was working on, because the models the models for all the heroes are in Epic Games Unreal Shop thing for free. So they're very useful to use, whether as placeholder or I think as permanent if you do it in the right channel. I just need to double check. But I made this guy the crit-based character in that. And once again, if you see, they are the crit-based character here, it would appear. I guess it's just the way that hunters, specifically this kind of like cowboy-style hunter, is. The very crit. Hand cannon. Range raise stack dealing 52 plus 100% of physical damage. Hand cannon's final round deals bonus physical damage equal to 4% based on reference level of target's missing health. Okay, I would have wanted to see like a little breakdown on the amount, but whatever. The final round will always critically strike. Okay, that's quite a bit. After 4 basic attacks, Revenant will automatically reroll. I just have to point out, so the final round in the hand cannon deals bonus physical damage equal to 4% of the target's missing health, and it will always critically strike. I'm assuming they trigger with the missing health then the crit strike, because if they triggered opposite, that'd already be insane, but this is still quite a potent damage, I would imagine. Granted, I don't know exactly how this goes. Hellfire round. Alternate ability. Passive. Critical damage is modified. Active. Revenant reloads his hand cannon. Cooldown 2 cost. So, I'm assuming by alternate ability, this is the alternate ability from the hand cannon once you've shot everything. This is their reload that it gets replaced with. For switching back. Obliterate. Unleash 10 ethereal missiles that home at random to enemies within a wide cone. Each missile deals a percentage of physical damage. Enemies take 20% damage from missiles beyond the first. Where did you get missiles? You couldn't have done a fan the hammer thing for that instead. You couldn't have just said, you shoot some ethereal bullets in a wide spray. You have a cone of bullets. It's suddenly got a ethereal missile. Scar. Scar the target enemy hero, dealing physical damage in more than 5 seconds. The next, depending on amount, up to 6 to up to 10 instances of damage from Revenant applies 5% stacking slow for 1.25 seconds and deal 10% bonus magical damage. Of course, it is a Revenant, so it already has revenge theming. They're an undead gunslinger, so they have that secondary thing. Of course, it has to be a reckoning. So Revenant pulls himself and target into the Nether Realm. Oh, I would regret not naming it that. You might have some issues with Mortal Kombat. For 6 to 7 to 8 seconds and roots the target for 4.5. Killing his opponent inside the Nether Realm will double the bonus gold gained from Bounty Hunter. What is affinity? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is affinity? No. No. No.
I've seen free
No.
rats tougher
No.
than
Bad. No. No.
that. After you, then.
Just no.
This ain't gonna take long.
Okay, Raven's a nice game. But I gotta point out, No.
You won't even make it to
I've
the
seen
morning.
some use this system. I don't like it. For anyone wondering, this is a system. This is the affinity system. Sometimes I like the implementation, sometimes I don't. It depends on a few things.
Do this.
But you see, I got 440. Divide that, 5,000. Sometimes these ramp up, sometimes they don't. Let's even round to 500, say 10 games, 100 games in one character. Not too excessive. And that's the minimum, judging by current numbers. To get things like a prestige skin and borders and stuff, and none of that's too bad, right? I can understand having things like, oh, adept and then mastery skin and blah 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 for this character. The reason that I don't like this is because of this part, where you have a premium track for heroes. Specifically, the reason I don't like this, it's different from the reason Battle Passes, I realize they're here to stay, and I'm mostly okay with them.
I can't dance.
The reason I'm okay with a premium system for Affinity, very specifically because that means that every single hero will
Gideon said I can't dance.
100% have a premium track that you have to pay for individually, because there's no way they're selling just a 100% all premium thing. Anywho, I suppose that's my 2 cents. I'm not dead. I might find a different game to play now, because that alone is gonna highly sully the game for me. Although they do have some very cool designs, so I might come back if I can
Let's go.
try and ignore that. Bonus damage in additional side. That has really, it hasn't ruined the game fully for me, but it's a lot of little things here that have just been a little awkward. I might come back, I might not.
Comrades, and a fight in the offing. Well, I
But if I do, it will be at some other time. For now, God, so there are a lot of these. For now, I have been the Mass Spectre. I'm not dead. Welcome back. I might make more. I might not. But like the video if you like. Blah 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 blah. And goodbye.